Hello guys, it's me, Red the Epic Dinosaur, and today with Forza Horizon 5 reviewing the European Car Pack. The car pack that was released on Tuesday of this week, part of the monthly event of based on European cars that we will get on March. So what is up to this car pack? It is good, it is bad. This video will help you out to see if this is a good purchase or not. So let's start first with the Bentley Continental GTC. Convertible Continental, it doesn't sound like much, and it kinda is because the driving, especially when you want to race this thing, is not very good. It feels heavy, it's not very quick, and overall sounds like a quite bad deal. But let's stop there. This car is an absolute looker. This car is gorgeous, and especially if you paint it in rose gold and you just drive it around on the map, you just don't care too much about racing and you are more in a mood to relax. This is a car perfect for that, just to drive around, to just relax a bit, to just enjoy the game for what it is. And I must confess, first I wanted to actually criticize Harley this car, but it kinda, after driving it a lot of times, it kinda turned into a guilty pleasure of mine, just to just drive around this thing mindlessly, listening music, just to relax a bit, escape of my job, escape of the struggles of the real world, and just to drive around, listening music, just liberating my mind. This car is really good for that, and especially when you take the roof off, it makes it a unique car. So really good cruising car we got here. Not the best racer, but a really good cruising car. Following with the AMG wagon, yes, we got an AMG Hammer wagon. That if you have the original AMG Hammer, it doesn't change too much. Its performance is basically a bit more heavier because obviously it's a wagon, but I'm actually pretty impressed for the way it handles. I was expecting a really heavy car, like for example the GTC, in that term, that the handling is very heavy, that the car is a bit sluggish. It's not. It's actually pretty good. It's really competent on A800, which I put my AMG Hammer, and because in B700 it kind of feel a bit dull, a bit slow, and kind of a bit stuck in some way. When you put it in A800, you kind of liberate and unleash the bit more of power that this V8 engine can offer, and it's actually pretty good. It behaves very well on cornering. It has really decent top speed for an A800 car, and we don't have too much wagons on this game. So, and at the same time, the AMG Hammer is a one-off. It's an actual car that you don't see every time because there is only one in the planet. So I'm quite impressed with Playground Games to be able to actually scan this thing for the first place, because well, you will need the actual permission of the owner, and to get into a private collection and actually get the opportunity to scan this thing is actually pretty impressive. So kudos to Playground Games. Well, two really overall, one decent car and one car that is divisive at its best, but it's a really good cruiser, to say it at least. Let's continue with the Pininfarina Battista. First, this was my first letdown, and it kind of is because I like my cars more to be driven around circuits, to be actually pretty good all around. And the Pininfarina Battista is not good at cornering. It feels heavy. It feels like driving a boat sometimes. It spins its tires a lot. It just likes to. It's a pretty heavy car to drive, and it kind of feel a bit awful when you are trying to corner this thing. But this is why this car shines. This car is a monster of top speed. This car has extremely good acceleration due because it's electric, and because you can just liberate this thing to run at 461 kilometers per hour. It's insane, and that's basically with no tuning at all. I'm pretty sure someone that knows how to tune this car will reach 500 kilometers per hour, because Jesus Christ, this car is just really, really fast on a straight line. It's pretty much uncatchable in some ways. It's basically a car with one task, but the tasks that it does it very well. So I will say not my favorite car of the pack, but if you like top speed and basically break speed records, the Pininfarina will be a good selection for you. And finally, this is basically the crown jewel of the car pack, the Jaguar Project 8. I'm not quite a fan of Jags. I think they are quite of a subtle supercar brand, because well, Aston Martin and McLaren are pretty much like the pinnacle of British cars, especially nowadays. So Jaguar is still there, but it's not like as good as it was before. But the Project 8 is impressive. This car all around is almost perfect. Even in its stock form, it doesn't look like much. You think it's just a four-door saloon with a bit more of power and a big wing. Wow, what a great thing! But this thing just sticks to the asphalt. Is very responsive. When you tune it to S1900, is really, really amazing, and it can be actually pretty fast. It can be very competitive on its class. So it's a really good all-around car. In some way, it can be like a bit worse version of the FE Sesto, which that is not bad at all. The Forza Edition Sesto is pretty much the best handling car of the game. And this Jaguar Project 8 is quite close, and it says 1900. It's a really, really good car all around. And overall is why I bought this pack. I don't see too much Project 8s being added to some games. And we got it on Forza Horizon 5, and I was like kind of excited to get this, and because I saw the Grand Tour, I saw Jeremy Clarkson testing this thing, and he was impressed. And when I tested this thing, I was impressed too. It's a really, really competent machine. Like there is a point that I actually want the Alfa Romeo Giulia GTAM added, so it can actually compete against the Project 8, because it makes these four-door saloons shine in a field that they are not usually good at, and it's a track car. And this Project 8 is a damn good track car. So if you want a really fast Jaguar, it's this thing, the Project 8, and it's an absolute animal on everything. So all around, what we think about this pack? Well, we got a really good cruiser, a unique wagon, a monster of top speed, and pretty much an all-around perfect car. So I would suggest to actually get it or get it. I don't think it's a bad pack at all. We got a really good looking car that if you give it a chance and an opportunity to just, drive it around, it will be a really fantastic car to just to do that, relax. If you like a wagon that is unique and is German and is an AMG, the Hammer is is a must pick. Top speed car with that is just good at that, basically a dragster. The Pininfarina is a good choice, and the Jaguar, well, is not. I don't have too much to say about this car because it's absolutely amazing. I'm not very impressed with nowadays with playground games, but the Project 8 is why I bought car packs, to actually get really good cars. And for $5, I think you get a really, really good selection of vehicles because, well, we got Need for Speed Unbound with its $9 Audi RS6 first. And at the same time, it's not that expensive. So if you want to give it a try, yeah, go ahead and do it. And if you want, and if you actually voted, let me know in the comment section what do you think about the European car pack. If you are not planning it to buy it, or you're just thinking about it, or you just want to see what it's all about this car pack, you are more than welcome to just comment in the comment section. But that's pretty much it. And yeah, impressive car pack playground games, really really good. So yeah guys, thank you very much and see you on the next one. Goodbye.